Hey everyone, welcome to Nintendo Unleashed episode 71. My name is Armando and I'm one of your hosts this week. And today I'm joined by Noah.
Hey guys!
And Conor is also here.
Hi.
So, this is E3 week.
Oh yeah.
E3 still going on at the time that we are recording this. And this is our E3 episode. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that happened during E3. And mainly about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, we're gonna skip what we've been playing this week, but we're gonna go ahead and do Nintendo downloads because something actually came out that's kind of important.
Oh yeah.
So,
we got...
Noah,
Alright.
take it away.
So yeah, pretty notable week for the eShop. On the Wii U, mainly some notable stuff on the Virtual Console, being Super Paper Mario for the Wii, so a $20 download, and Drill Dozer for the Game Boy Advance. Two games which I know some people don't like Super Paper Mario, but a lot of people really like it, and I think the general consensus on Drill Dozer is that it's pretty great. If I remember correctly, it's a Game Freak IP. Mm-hmm. And also on the Wii U, Terraria has been made available, which has been on the 3DS for a few months. But the Wii U version will have things like bigger worlds online and things like that. However, it's a $30 download, which is a lot more expensive than the other versions of the game. So probably, unless this is your only option for Terraria, I mean, honestly, you should get the game on PC. But if you're desperate and you really want it, it's probably a good option. On the 3DS, Rhythm Heaven, Mega Mix. Nintendo sort of just dropped this game out of nowhere, Beyonce style, for $30. And it's a download only, but it's out now, which is in contrast with Europe, who is getting digital and physical, but not getting it till October. So I'm personally fine with getting it now. We also got a free demo for that game. And on the new 3DS Virtual Console, Mega Man 7, the Super Nintendo game. So pretty great week. And like I said, there's also a Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix demo on 3DS if you're interested.
The pick of the week.
Oh, this is going to be... I would have to say either Rhythm Heaven or Drill Dozer. I've never played Drill Dozer, but I've heard so many good things about it.
You bought Rhythm Heaven, right?
I did. Yeah, I started playing it last night. I was getting a little bit frustrated because the inner perfectionist in me wanted to get 100 on every game, but then I realized that's unrealistic, and I just have to enjoy them. Because that's ridiculously difficult. And it's really cute. I mean, I don't have I'm not able to judge yet whether it's better than Drill Dozer, a game I haven't even played. But if I could do a pick of the week, it would be Rhythm Heaven. At least try the demo. Because the demo will give you a good idea. I'm pretty sure the demo will have at least 4 of the rhythm minigames.
S5. I played it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and it made me want to buy it, so I would consider that pick.
Yeah, definitely try the demo. So some cool things about the game is that you can either use the buttons or the stylus, which is good because in the DS game you could only use the stylus. Now you have the option. And there's also dual audio for the games that have lyrics, so that's pretty cool as well. I don't think Rhythm Heaven Fever had dual audio. I might be wrong, but I don't think it did. I know this game has dual audio, so that's cool. And of course, there's also the big eShop E3 sale going on this week. I'm not going to list all the games because there's a lot of them, but if you check Nintendo's official eShop website, you'll be able to see the games that are on sale for up to 40%. And my Nintendo members get an extra 10% discount on select games. So I bought Minish Cap on the Wii U using this discount, as well as Paper Mario 64. So yeah, pretty great week.
Mm-hmm. Especially for Rhythm Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's Nintendo downloads. And before we get to all the E3 stuff, let's talk about something important.
Most important news of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's gonna be a big Sonic announcement on July 22nd. So we'll probably hear about that game that's in development. And it's not going to be Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully it's something significant.
Technically, we also don't know if it's on Nintendo consoles.
True.
Because Sonic 06 was a anniversary game that wasn't. Generations was only on 3DS. So, technically we don't know. However, Nintendo and Sega have been kind of cozy lately with Sonic, so maybe.
Yeah, I would expect to see that game on Wii U or 3DS.
Or NX.
Yeah, or NX. But it has to come out this year, right, for their anniversary.
True, but that seems like that would be a pretty quick turnaround if they announce and release an anniversary game in less than 6 months. I don't know.
Zelda's not releasing anything for its anniversary year, so
Yeah.
No, but Sonic's actually making something for the anniversary.
Before
Or
it's a
Sega's.
Sonic
I mean-
Runners console port.
Oh god.
Maybe. Oh yeah, make it free to play on consoles with a lot of
No,
microtransactions.
that would be so bad, please.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean-
So just I guess get hyped for Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, that announcement will deliver a lot of good memes.
It's exciting
Yep, I
stuff.
hope so.
I
Yep.
hope their Twitter
So-
guy makes the announcement.
Oh, that'll be awesome. On Facebook.
Via a meme.
Yeah.
I'll be a meme. Yeah. That'll be great. What if it's Sonic?
Sonic's getting a
That
game.
would be beautiful. Yeah, Sonic the game.
All costume is Sonichu.
Man. Alright. So let's just go into E3 news before we talk about Zelda. So Nintendo's E3 kind of started on Monday when someone from the Treehouse went on YouTube's live stream for E3, and they confirmed a lot of indie games for Wii U and 3DS. So the list is Stardew Valley, Axiom Verge, Severed, so that's coming for Wii U and 3DS. Joun Valhalla Edition, and Rumbo Pocket. That's Rumbo on new 3DS,
Right.
and it's getting a physical release for Wii U
Yeah.
and new 3DS.
So that was
And-
something that kind of leaked.
Yeah, but I don't think that this leaked though. The announcement of Shantae in Rumbo. So
Oh yeah, that did not leak.
yeah, so
That's cool.
Shantae is now Rumbo, or will be in the future.
Right, and she'll be a free addition to
Free update.
both versions of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, free update. Well, overall, solid lineup, especially
Mm-hmm.
with Severed and Axiom Verge,
Right.
and not to mention Rumbo.
For me, my only concerns. Well, number one, I kind of wish Stardew was going to be on 3DS as well. I believe it's just a Wii U release.
Yeah.
As for Severed, how well is that game going to run on the original 3DS? Like, I don't know. I don't know if the 3DS would be able to fully handle it. Like, I know it's a pretty simple game visually, but I feel like there's probably a lot going on behind the scenes in Dragonbox's games. I mean, I'm sure they'll be able to do it fine, but
Yeah.
I just found it strange that it was coming to both. That does have cross-buy, though.
Oh yeah.
Severed has cross-buy for Wii U and 3DS.
That's awesome.
Yeah. As for Rumbo Pocket, the thing that worried me is they didn't once mention multiplayer in the 3DS version,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
I
mean,
hope it has multiplayer.
Yeah, like that's kind of
Yeah.
what makes Rumbo
Yeah.
Fun.
special, good. Yeah, like the single player mode isn't really anything to yell about, in my opinion. And my thought was, like, if it doesn't have multiplayer at all, there's no way I'm buying it. For me, the best case scenario is if it has both download play and online. I mean, for me, download play would be the number one priority.
Yeah.
Like, if it has download play, yes, I will most likely buy it. Download play and online, yeah, pretty much guaranteed buy for me. But like, we haven't mentioned multiplayer at all. Maybe I don't. Maybe they're still working on it, or it's not happening at all. I don't know.
I would guess that it will have multiplayer because that's a big component of Rumbo.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So it wouldn't really make sense to take it out of the game.
Right.
I wonder if they'll
then-
do like how in Smash you can control Smash with Wii U with
Oh,
your
right.
3DS. Wonder if they'll have any sort of connectivity like that, or even just playing Wii U versus 3DS on your
Mhm.
with once they release. I don't
Yeah,
think
hopefully
that
they
was
will.
mentioned either.
Yeah, I speculated that maybe there'll be crossplay for online, possibly.
Yeah,
That could be interesting.
That happen. Yeah. And the physical release of Rumbo will be called Rumbo Deluxe, and for on 3DS, Rumbo Pocket Deluxe, and it will have all the DLC on it.
Right.
So
And if you buy the new 3DS version, you also get 4 exclusive themes.
And the Wii U version gets something else. Isn't it like the soundtrack? I think the soundtrack. The Wii U version gets something special. I forget what it is.
is Rumbo the second new 3DS exclusive physical release?
Yeah, I think you're right because obviously Xenoblade got physical, and yeah, Oh yeah, Xenoblade 3D was physical.
No, but is it really the second one?
Oh yeah, because Isaac, Binding of Isaac was not physical.
Yeah, and the others were the SNES games.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And there's another 3DS eShop game coming out soon, but I know it's not physical. So this is the second physical new 3DS exclusive, which is interesting.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
And also, just really quick, I think Stardew Valley. It's great that it's coming to Wii U. I know it was announced at Xbox's conference, so some people were kind of worried that it was just Xbox, but that game got a lot of hype on Steam from Harvest Moon fans, and a lot of the Harvest Moon fans came from like the Super Nintendo or N64 or even GameCube, DS.
Right.
So I think it's good that it's getting put on a Nintendo console eventually, even if there's not that many people that still don't own a PC that really want to play it. It's still pretty good.
Right. And like I said, I kind of wish it was on the 3DS or even new 3DS as well, but it's better than nothing.
All right. So another game that got announced, not on Monday at YouTube,
but yesterday on Wednesday.
Yesterday, yeah, it was Box Boy. And what's that? Yeah, it's the sequel to Box Boy.
Right. So this game was already announced for Japan, but now we know it's coming here.
It's already out in Japan.
Yep. Oh yeah, true.
Isn't that called Box Boy Another Box or something in Japan?
Something like that.
That's a much better name than Box Boy.
Right. Arms, I think it comes out June 30th.
You can preload, right?
Yeah, you can preload. I already did. It's $5. Not bad. So same price as the original. And it'll probably have the same amount of content, if not more. So if you like the original is also on part of the discount for the eShop sale. I think it's about half off. So if you haven't played it and you want to give it a shot, then try it. It's a really fun puzzle game.
Yeah. I still haven't played that game. I have it, but I still haven't played it.
Oh, what? You gotta play it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah. I might give it a chance.
A lot of people, of course, on the Twitch stream were being like, very judgmental, like, Switch is something that's a Flash game. Of course, they were judging it because the game, has very simplistic visuals, but it's made by HAL Laboratories, the guys who make Kirby, so really good level design.
There's a QB, I think that's his name.
Oh yeah, QB.
He's
one of the stickers.
Yeah, sticker of him in Robobot.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. You know what is keeping me off of that game? Is that, I don't know if you guys remember, like, a while ago, on the Nintendo Batch Arcade, the bunny was talking about that game. I think he spoiled it.
Dude, it's not a story-heavy game at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a puzzle game.
He talked about it, and then he's all like, oops, I think I spoiled it.
It's a puzzle game.
No. Arms, there's virtually nothing to be spoiled.
Alright.
I think that's basically
I'm still gonna give it a shot.
There's no story
getting
whatsoever.
spoiled in Cooking Mama or something.
Yeah. Like, congrats, you are the best chef. Like, as someone who played and beat the game, like, the ending is not significant at all. Like, there's no build-up. You just play the levels and you stop playing when you want to stop.
That was probably just a joke they threw in, because there's no... It doesn't matter if, there's no real plot.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're literally a box and you walk around a planet until you're done walking around the planet.
You're a box boy.
Yeah, exactly. Or a box girl, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that. The bunny told me about it. Damn bunny. Alright, so next up on the list. Just Dance 2016 got...
2017?
2017 got confirmed for Wii U, and Nintendo NX.
Oh, yeah.
And this happened at Ubisoft's press conference. Mm-hmm. And they mentioned, Aisha Tyler mentioned the NX, like for real. She's all like, this is coming to Nintendo NX.
And they even made a big deal, like everything was just listed on the bottom screen, and then NX got its own panel thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, also another thing that got confirmed at this, conference was that the other games are gonna come out next year from Ubisoft weren't confirmed.
Yay!
This was the only one that was confirmed for NX.
One theory that I have, I don't know if other people have been throwing this around, but ever since like the second or third Just Dance game, they've been on literally everything. So I don't think it really matters, because like no one thought, oh, Ubisoft's gonna not put this on NX. Like it's still on the Wii. It's on 3 generations of consoles.
I don't think there's someone out there that was watching this conference and
praying, crossing their fingers.
So like, I think it's more. It doesn't matter that it was confirmed for NX. Whereas, say if I think For Honors 2017, if that was confirmed for NX, that might be a little bad of them to say before the NX is officially revealed. But just saying Just Dance is coming, like it's. You could say whatever year the PS5 and Xbox 2 launch, Just Dance is going to be on them that year. Like, that's a no-brainer. It's obvious.
And this is the very first third-party game that got confirmed for the NX.
No, Dragon Quest 8, 7?
That wasn't... 8. Not really confirmed.
Basically was.
I mean, yeah.
But not really. Not officially confirmed.
Well, they wanted to officially confirm it, then Nintendo was like, and then they're like, okay, we sort of confirmed it, but not really.
But it's not official at the moment, so this is the very first one that got official.
It's also the first NX game you can pre-order. Because Amazon currently has Just Dance 2017 for NX.
Sweet. Can you not pre-order Breath of the Wild on NX yet?
Just Wii U.
Yep. And then just another side note on Ubisoft. Someone at Ubisoft said that the NX was gonna bring lapsed Wii gamers back to Nintendo.
Actually, I think he said Nintendo was aiming to do that. I don't think he said it was for sure. Which, I mean,
but it was through the NX.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you guys feel about it.
For me, at this point, I personally just everything I hear about NX, I think is 100% insignificant. I think at this, like, I'm done with people like making a bunch of crap when they hear a little thing. Like, people are obsessing over this thing so much. You honestly just have to wait. We know it's going to be confirmed later this year. I just have to wait. At this point, it doesn't mean anything. Like, he's probably like, I feel like it's completely insignificant.
Let's be honest. If Ubisoft actually knew anything significant about the NX, we'd know it by now. The amount of leaks that come from Ubisoft.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a Kotaku article right now in the works about the NX, and all the leaks are coming from Ubisoft. Yeah, so we didn't really hear a lot about the NX during this E3.
Yeah, the only other thing was a Nintendo Canada rep saying it's going to be revealed this year.
Well, shocking. I mean, we knew that. I mean, it has to happen. So.
But Nintendo Canada guy also said Rayman was coming to Smash.
Yeah.
And Nintendo Canada's just a distribution warehouse. So they don't know anything. So I don't know why we're thinking they do.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So let's move on. Those Skylanders Imaginators was shown off not during any of the Nintendo's Treehouse Live things, but it was shown off at PlayStation's press conference. They showed off a Crash Bandicoot figure. The reason that we're mentioning this here is because if you have that figure, you can use it anywhere. You can use it on Nintendo console.
Right. The reason I think that's not a big deal is because you could say the same thing about Spyro.
Yeah. Plus, Crash is a third-party character now, so.
Yeah, because it's not like the Donkey Kong and Bowser Amiibo Skylander thing, which where they only work with one game. I think you can only get Crash with the PS4 version, but the figure works in all the versions.
As of right now.
Yeah, I think they said that's timed.
It separately. Yeah, just like Bowser and Donkey Kong, they were timed.
I mean, it makes sense for those because you can't really play them in other. I guess.
Maybe if you just want to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Crash coming to Nintendo via Skylanders. Okay. Yeah. Then Nintendo announced a new game, which I don't think we expected new announcements from Nintendo.
This was just a surprise.
And we actually got a couple.
This is just a random tweet.
Yeah, and one of them is Mario Party Star Rush for 3DS.
Whoa.
Yeah, everyone's hyped here.
Awesome. Yeah, the gameplay video was so weird. I don't know if you guys watched the Treehouse stream.
Oh, I didn't watch the stream. I watched the trailer. I'm like, this actually seems kind of cool. I know it's not like normal Mario Party, but it seems like an interesting idea. And then I'm like, wait a second. This is Smash Tour, but you don't get to play Smash at the end.
Yeah. I mean, so for those listening who haven't seen it, there's no car, at least not in the main... Well, okay, first, I'm confused about the modes, because the mode they showed was like Toad mode or whatever. I don't know if there's an actual Mario Party mode or if that's gone now. But the mode they showed was called like Toad Rush or whatever. And you all play as Toad, so you can't pick a character. And you all go at the same time. It's not a traditional board, it's just like a grid, like grid-based, like a Fire Emblem map. You go around and you like recruit other characters, and then you do a bunch of boss fights, and you all move at the same time. It definitely looks different.
Also, a selling point is up to 4 players can simultaneously roll and move freely around the map.
I mean, that's actually alright. Honestly, that's actually one of the best things about the game, in my opinion. Because, so, a few things to note. Can we all agree the car mechanic is stupid in 9 and 10?
Yeah.
We all?
Yeah.
Alright. And so I personally much prefer the individual movement of all the games before 9. But I feel like this is kind of combining the best of both worlds.
Hey,
like moving individually, but not having to wait.
Island Tour was after 9, and that was individual movement.
Oh, okay. So I should say the home console entries after 8.
Also, this is the first handheld to get more than one Mario Party game.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
I didn't expect... Yeah, this is the last thing I would have predicted. I mean, I guess we'll see how it turns out. I want to see if there's a traditional Mario Party mode as well. I would be very interested to see that. Especially if it has simultaneous movement, but I don't know.
Also, something else interesting that we don't really have another place to mention, so I'll just bring up here. If the NX is a handheld, this is probably the best Nintendo's ever supported a console in its last year. Like, I mean, just the amount of games they're releasing.
You mean in terms of like if the 3DS is like on its way out?
Yeah. Because normally their last year is just dead. Like there's just nothing releasing, or it's like leftovers from Japan or something.
But this year's been pretty great for 3DS.
Yeah.
And it will continue to be. I mean, we have Monster Hunter coming soon. We have Pokemon. Rhythm Heaven just came out. We have, Mario Party. There are some good games this year on 3DS. Fire Emblem, there's some really good games this year. So you are
when is Mario Party coming out?
November 4th.
Oh, big.
Yeah, that big holiday title.
Yeah. To compete with Pokemon.
Yeah.
I wonder who will win.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Will it be Spaghetti-O box art?
Question. Did Nintendo mention Amiibo support for this game at all?
Yes, the box has
confirmed.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And will it support the new Amiibos that were announced?
Yes, it will. That's the reason they confirmed them.
Okay. What Amiibos were announced?
Yeah, so to transition to that, we now have Mario Party series Amiibos for some characters we already had Smash Amiibos for, some not. So now we have Wario, Donkey Kong, Rosalina, Daisy, Waluigi, and Boo.
Diddy Kong
I don't think I'm missing anyone. Diddy Kong. Yeah, Diddy Kong's sitting on a barrel or something. Which is actually kind of a good pose. And the Boo one is actually glow in the dark. So for me, I'll probably just get Boo and maybe Rosalina. And maybe Wario. And I'm going to say this now, I'm going to buy all of them. Point is, I prefer Wario's classic design to his biker outfit, so that's the other reason I would get this Wario. And of course, glow in the dark Amiibo is pretty awesome.
I think it's kind of interesting how I think it was Wario, Rosalina, and Donkey Kong were all in Mario Party 10's data and a trailer or something, but then aren't coming out till now.
Right. Maybe they were originally planned to come out earlier, but then Nintendo was like, nah, because maybe the first one sold like crap.
Also,
so they hold off.
According to the fact sheet, unless ND Cube is considered Nintendo, this isn't developed by ND Cube.
Interesting. I would. At this point, I would almost assume they're part of Nintendo with how many party games they make for them, but I'm really not sure. That's just my speculation. If it's not developed by them, that would be great. They're definitely a unique bunch.
Well,
I mean,
Grezzo, spoilers, we're going to mention them later, is listed as a developer on their fact sheet thing.
On their game.
However, Intelligent Systems is just listed as Nintendo on the Color Splash one.
Yeah, at this point, it's. I don't think it's safe to say either way. Based on that whole Paper Mario thing, because we know that's an Intelligent Systems game. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I guess if you're a diehard Paper Mario fan, you're in luck this year.
Not really. If you're a diehard Sticker Star fan, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, no, Paper Mario, I meant Mario Party. Party, sorry. No, Paper Mario,
that has a release date now.
Yeah, that's good.
What is it?
October 7th.
I think it's November something in Europe.
Mm-hmm. I was expecting this to be a big November title, so I'm kind of surprised it's a month earlier.
Yes, the Wii U have any November titles now?
No.
Rip.
Because Tokyo Mirage Sessions obviously is coming out in June. I think no. I think this is
it's kind of weird they didn't just delay this then.
Yeah, why not just make this November 17th or whatever? Regardless, it's coming out October 7th. I guess there's no major Wii U holiday title for this year.
Yeah.
That's the nail in the coffin. But basically, so they showed new trailer and gameplay. So all I will say about this game, there's definitely some creative ideas going into it based on the trailer. It also looks absolutely gorgeous visually, like stunning, and sounds pretty good too. However, the battle system is what we expected, so not good.
What's the best thing that came out of this announcement, though?
The Koopa kids look great.
Yeah. The meme.
There's this meme where Mario opens a door, or you see his face and then the door's closed. At first I was like, what is this? But then I realized this from the trailer, and it just shows how beautiful this game looks. I'm sorry, I cannot stop talking about this. Usually the graphics, I always enjoy graphics in this game, but they never mean that much to me. But this game looks so good, man. That cutscene, oh my god. And not just the cutscene, but the gameplay, it looks so fantastic. I cannot get over how good this looks.
By the way, battles don't seem like a waste of time anymore, because you get enemy cards from defeating specific enemies, which you can use to summon those enemies. So I don't know how useful they'll be, but at least you're not just wasting your cards.
Right.
Because that's all Sticker Star was, just wasting your stickers.
Cards and getting absolutely nothing. Maybe coins and that's it. Yeah, glad to see the game might be slightly better than Sticker Star. Not by a huge amount, but it looks like maybe they took a tiny amount of feedback.
According to the producer, this game was developed right after Sticker Star finished. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there's too much. She also said that when asked about the RPG, she was like, "Have you heard of Mario and Luigi? You should play that."
We did.
We did. It's getting kind of samey, and it's not the same as Paper Mario.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, alright. So, another game that got announced that we didn't expect at all, because Nintendo mentioned that they weren't going to announce anything.
But they lied. They lied so much.
They lied, yeah. Is Ever Oasis, and that's Gressive's new game. So, a new IP.
Right.
It's an adventure RPG.
It actually looks kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll buy it, but it looked intriguing, I guess. I like the character designs a lot.
Kind of reminds me of Fantasy Life.
Yeah. It seems like a blend of Fantasy Life and the dungeons seem like Zelda light, which is interesting. Seems like this could be a good game for a younger kid, maybe one of their first RPGs. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just looks pretty simple. I don't think it looks bad. I just think it looks simple.
Yeah. Did you see the entire demo?
Not the entire. Actually, I think I did. The boss fight actually looked pretty intense, or maybe the demonstrator was just not very good. They almost died.
It was probably that then. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try it out.
It has newts.
I like how they were going over the founder and CEO of Grezzo and his resume, and then they're just like, I worked on like the first Final Fantasy games, Chrono Trigger, designed the Chocobos. So we decided to just make Zelda remakes and Street Pass games for a while. It's like, Nintendo, why? Why didn't you let him make an RPG before now?
Mm-hmm. So this guy has a lot of experience. So I guess it's cool that he's finally doing something new. And like Connor said earlier, just adding to this year for 3DS again.
Well, it's 2017.
Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do we know any other 3DS games coming out in 2017?
Not that I know of.
Maybe Dragon Quest VIII. We don't know about a release date for that one yet.
Maybe
they originally said
Yokai
2016.
Watch 3 in North America.
Oh, true. Good point.
Yeah, or Monster Hunter Stories.
Oh, true.
Once it actually gets revealed. Yeah. And, well, speaking of Monster Hunter, they talked about it. They announced a demo that's coming out later this month. Mm-hmm. And they give it a release date. It's coming out on July 15th. So, pretty soon. Yeah, and then another game that they talked about was Dragon Quest 7. That got a release date. September 16th.
Right. I definitely have a few friends who are pretty hardcore Dragon Quest fans. The series is not for me, but I guess for some people it's exciting that this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad it's coming over here.
Right. Yeah, it's been out in Japan for a while, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. So, just surprising that it's coming over here. Yeah, so, then another thing that got a release date, or kinda, thanks to Miyamoto, is Pokemon Go. Okay, so they talked about Pokemon Go, and specifically they talked about Pokemon Go Plus. That's the little watch.
Right.
And when asked when is it planning, or is it kind of coming out, Miyamoto said they're trying to release it by the end of July. And
yeah, then the Niantic guy later was like, "Thanks for that. Guess we have to make sure we hit that day now."
Yeah, and since you need the game to actually use the watch, I mean, it's pretty much confirmed that the game is going to come out before the Pokemon Go Plus watch. So my guess is early July.
Yeah, probably.
Did you guys see that stream?
Yeah,
Yes.
how they just, here's Abra sitting in front of the PlayStation logo. I don't know why we needed to take all the pictures out of my phone, write confidential on them, and put them back in my phone.
Confidential.
No one's gonna take them. Like, what?
What do you guys think of the game, or what we heard from them, and what we saw from the footage?
I mean, they basically confirmed you have to travel to different countries to catch them all. So,
Region locking.
Yeah,
Region locking a mobile game.
Thanks, Nintendo.
I was also kind of hoping the watch would be a little bit cheaper. Again, I'm sure that price is not final, $35. I was hoping maybe like 20 tops. Seeing as I'm sure the Pokewalker did not cost $35 because you would literally get it with Heart Gold and Soul Silver for like no extra price.
No, it was the same as a normal DS game.
Oh, okay, so it cost them virtually nothing. And that was probably even more advanced because that had a screen. This thing doesn't even have a screen.
It's like
it
you
just
just
has
push
a button.
a button and it's like,
Yeah.
You caught it, yay! What did you catch? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that thing is gonna cost $34.99. It went up on Amazon for pre-order. It sold out after like 2 hours, but it's back up. It's back up again. I got one. I pre-ordered one.
Nice.
Ew.
I did not.
I want to try it out. I want to try the Pokemon Go experience.
I like
I'm gonna
Bill's
give it a
question, though. I found that when walking my dog, if my dog's in the frame, the Pokemon seems to be caught more often. Is this a feature?
Yeah. And they were just like, no.
No, it's just a coincidence. Like, what? Also, that was a really bad Q&A, let's just be honest. They barely took it. Like, they didn't take any audience questions or anything. It was just kind of Bill. Jaywitz asked 2 questions, and I forget the tournament guy, but he asked... Yeah.
Cybertron, yeah.
He asked 2 questions, and it was just Bill, basically.
Yeah, and there was a huge panel. It should have just been like 3 people, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why so many people. Like, why'd Miyamoto need to be there?
to leak stuff.
Yeah.
And why'd they need
Make
2
Miyamoto.
separate translators? Why couldn't Miyamoto just use the Pokemon Company translator?
Yeah, that was weird. 2 different translators, one from Nintendo, one from Pokemon Company. And the one from Pokemon Company talked more.
Well, because he
than
was
the one from Nintendo.
he was translating for Masuda and the Pokemon Company president. So
Yeah. And I think Miyamoto kind of understands English.
yeah, he said before that he understands it, but he doesn't like speaking it because I forget his exact reason. I think it was something like he's not confident enough or something. So it was kind of weird hearing a translator translate to him, especially sometimes when he'd start answering and then the translator would translate.
So Pokemon Go. I'm excited for it, I guess. I want to try it out. That's the only reason. I just want to try it out.
I'm probably gonna play it like 2 times and then
uninstall
it.
See, I think that's what's gonna happen with me. I'm probably just gonna find Pikachu and then move on to my life.
Call it quits.
Yeah.
Pikachu's not available in your area.
What's interesting to me is that they're promising they're going to add a lot of things. Now, hopefully they actually deliver on those promises. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at something like Niitomo, there have been additions, but they've been so minimal. Like, there's been nothing substantial added. I don't know if they're going to add something substantial. They haven't really... I mean, I just hope they're able to follow through on the promises of adding these things. Also, it's amazing to me that training is not there at launch.
Yeah.
Or like that should be yeah. I mean, like, the group event thing I can kind of understand, but like trading, I feel like is one of the main features of Pokemon, especially if you have it on a mobile app. So, God, why?
Yeah, that should have been on launch. Maybe not during the beta, but on launch.
Yeah.
Also, it's interesting how it connects with Pokemon Sun and Moon. They didn't say how; they just said it does.
Yeah.
So, wonder what that means.
Yeah.
Can you transfer Pokemon?
Maybe. Probably something like that.
Yeah. But you're what if you have to buy the Pokemon Go Plus thing?
Ooh, maybe.
To put them in
awful.
there and transfer them.
I still wouldn't do it because, I mean, it's not like any of those Pokemon are going to be hard to get. Like, I have all of them already.
What if they have a special move or good IVs?
I don't battle, so I don't care about IVs.
Scrub. Come on. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon. They spend a good 40 minutes about talking about it.
With a really awkward interview.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw some footage, but...
Well, before we get to that, Korokoro released...
No, I was going to transition. Come on.
Bruh. Then why are you talking about E3?
I know.
This happened before E3.
I know, but hold on. I'll mention that later.
Okay.
So, we saw some footage of the game, early footage of the game, so early in the game. We saw some new Pokemon. 3 new Pokemon, right?
In that video, only 2, but they released a trailer later with another new one.
Bug.
Yeah.
What are the Pokemon? Do you remember?
Yungoos, who's known as the Donald Trump Pokemon. Actually, I don't know what it's...
Revealed on his birthday?
Yeah, I don't actually know what it's known as, but it's apparently always hungry. It's normal type, and has the ability Stake Out, which makes it so if a Pokemon switches in, his attack does double damage. We don't know if KO switches count. And Strong Jaw, which isn't a new ability, but boosts the power of biting attacks. Pick-a-Peck, which is that woodpecker wireframe, at least presumably it is, which rep my prediction. Normal Flying has Keen Eye and Skill Link. Also with the Pokedex, it was shown to have 2 evolutions. And, hold on.
The Bug?
Yeah, I'm trying to find its name. This list is really bad. Grubbin, bug type with Swarm.
So they showed off the new interface. It looks more accessible for newcomers for the games.
I like how
If
you can see like the buffs and
that
debuffs.
change, yeah, which is nice, really nice. What I like about it though is that it will tell you if an attack is super effective or just neutral or not effective at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
before you use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
awesome.
you're battling Pichu with Roulette or something, it tells you your flying attacks are not very effective.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
But a lot of people are complaining about that.
Oh, that's stupid. Do not complain about that. That's perfect.
Why? It's just like it's useful for people who haven't memorized the type chart. Like I don't see why.
Like just ignore it if you don't like it.
It's apparently a good thing that you're just randomly guessing what you should.
And then the people that are probably mad about this have played Pokemon already, so they know the type advantages.
So, like someone like me, like I've played a handful of Pokemon games, but I haven't memorized the chart. So for me, something like this is really nice, you know.
Well, it's even useful for like if they introduce a new Pokemon with like a weird type combination, then it's useful for that because I don't know off the top of my head, maybe Ghost Fire. No, that's been used. Ghost Electric. I don't know what's super effective on that. Oh, Reprotom. Well, I still don't know. I think Ground, Dark, Ghost. Okay, whatever.
Ground won't hit it because Rotom has Levitate.
All right, sorry. I wonder if it tells you that.
Maybe.
Like.
Yeah.
Like presumably it would tell you that normal attacks wouldn't affect it, but does it tell you ground attacks don't affect it because of Levitate?
That'll be interesting to find out, actually. Yeah. Oh, and I guess Naughty 3, back to the trailer that we saw for the game. It showed off a Magearna in the game, which was leaked in Kodo, and other stuff that wasn't. There was 2 Pokemon that weren't included in the stream or the trailer that were leaked. One of them is called Nekoala, and it's a koala Pokemon.
These are their Japanese names, by the way.
Yeah, and then the dog that we saw in one of the trailers was revealed in Kodo.
Confirmed for dog.
Yeah, it's called Iwanko, and that's a rock type.
Interesting.
I thought they were gonna be included in the Pokemon Sun and Moon announcement or trailer.
Yeah, that's really weird considering as of recording this, Korokoro's been out for 2 days officially, and we still don't have them anywhere outside of Korokoro.
Yeah, and in Korokoro they leaked or now announced Magearna, and that was in the trailer. And also in Korokoro they actually explain how you get Magearna in the game, or how you can get Magearna in the game. At least this is only for Japan. If you go to watch the movie, you get like a card that has a QR code, and you scan the QR code with Pokemon Sun and Moon through the through the Pokedex, whatever, and then it'll tell you where Magearna is.
Also, something you just missed about Nekoala. It has a new ability, Definite Sleep, which makes it immune to poison, paralysis, burn, freeze. Basically everything except sleep. However, we don't know if that means like paralysis just puts it to sleep, or if paralysis just doesn't affect it.
Yeah.
And also at the Taiwan regionals, they revealed Zygarde Complete Form and Zygarde 10% Form. These were all then uploaded in a trailer, as well as talked about at Trios Live for like 10 seconds. But
so my prediction actually came true, right? Because it was at E3.
Yeah, it was at E3.
Yes.
And also, just quick, they asked Masuda about the diamond on the watch thing, or wristwatch, and he said he couldn't talk about it, which basically means it's not just the Mega Stone, so probably Synchro, but
yeah,
it's definitely not just a Mega Stone, otherwise he would have probably said that.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid that for right now.
Yeah.
We'll probably know about it soon. I mean, the game is coming out, in November?
Mm-hmm.
So, we have time. So, let's talk about the main topic about this of this episode and of Nintendo's E3 presentations. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. That's the official name for Zelda Wii U / NX. Let's start with the name first. What do you guys think?
Okay, so Conor, go ahead.
I think it's a cool name. It's kind of interesting since I'm pretty sure all the Zelda games were either named after a character or an item in the game. Besides like CDI, but those don't count. So
right.
I think that unless there's an item called Breath of the Wind, but I don't... Wild. Rep. But
it's a tough name.
Yeah, but I don't... That seems like a weird name. It might be a place, but I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool name, as Noah kind of said, and I just showed. It's kind of hard to say. I keep saying wind.
Mm-hmm.
But
is it like it's a combination of Call of the Wild and Breath of the Wind? You have to trick your brain into saying it.
But
what if Breath of the Wild is, or the name is based off the world? Because it's a wild world.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah, I think they said where the name came from in Treehouse, but that was when me and you were in the call trying to write stuff, so I wasn't able to hear it properly.
Yeah. Okay. Noah?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, anyway, in terms of the name, I think it's cool because, again, like, the first thing you see in the trailer, it just, like, we don't even see Link until maybe halfway or even a third of the way through the trailer. It's just showing all these different areas, these different biomes. So I think it makes perfect sense because I think, like, they've emphasized so much that the whole world is going to feel alive and, like, just filled with different creatures and different places you can explore. So I think it makes sense, the Breath of the Wind, like, the world is just going to be, like, all-encompassing, and people have been talking about this theme of, like, the world almost being a character with how prevalent it is. So I think the name makes perfect sense for the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the name. I'm more excited about how the game looks and just
oh my god, yes.
But yeah, I think they named it after the world though. That's what
Agreed.
So with the name, we also saw a new trailer for the game. Then the Nintendo Treehouse streamed a
long time.
Yeah,
5 hours.
I would a good 5 hours of the game.
Then they did a second hour the next day, or another hour the next day.
Yeah, so we saw basically the entire E3 demo.
Right.
Yeah. And then let's talk about something. Voice acting, because it got confirmed for the game.
Sort of.
And it got confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So other NPCs will have voice acting.
Oh, I didn't know that was confirmed.
Yeah. Just right now, that mysterious voice of a woman. That's the only thing that in the
So,
demo
for instance, like they'll eventually add that old man to have a voice.
Yeah. Maybe like during cutscenes, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Link will be a silent protagonist, which is nice. Which I think we asked for here on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about that?
I think that's good. I was hoping they were gonna go all out and give it to like all NPCs during all conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's cool that it's there. I really like the voice that starts the game, like "Wake Up, Link." I really like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully when you're in town, you'll just hear a bunch of voices.
Yeah.
And it's not just music.
What I was thinking they could do it like Persona, like only the main characters are voiced.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And most of them, it's only during the cutscenes, because even in Persona, when you just talk to them, they're not voiced. It's just text.
Yeah, they kind of have, like, cries or a single line or a laugh or something voiced. But
So kind of like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly like Fire Emblem. So that I hope that they go with that. And yeah, I think that voice was Zelda.
Hopefully. I don't know. I mean, we really have no idea, but it could be. I thought it was either Zelda or like one of the goddesses.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so now let's talk about the world. What do you guys think about that?
Yes, it's the best part because.
And the gameplay, all of it. Tell me.
Okay. It's so overwhelming. Like the amount of things you can do. Oh my god, I love the climbing so much. A lot of people were complaining that the stamina thing is back, but I'm fine with it just because it means climbing is in. Because without the stamina bar, they probably would have had to limit the climbing a bit more. Mm-hmm. But with it, I feel like you kind of have more freedom, even though there is that restriction. I'm just... Ah, God. The amount of possibilities makes me so happy, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Like, going into this game, I was hoping for just, like, a big world where, like, very reminiscent of the original, where you can sort of explore, take things at your own pace, and I just was not expecting this level of freedom. Like, you can move, like, manipulate things with magnets, you can, like, freeze things in time, and, like, it's incredible how many things you can do that I was not expecting. I did not expect you to be able to chop down trees, like, cook things, just set the world on fire. Like, it's...
Cause giant explosion.
I know, not to mention how good the fire and explosion effects will look. Like, it's blending, like, some of the best things about some of the best open-world games with some of the best things about Zelda. It just seems perfect. Like, I cannot have any complaints with this game so far. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Connor?
Well, while I was watching... it's an open world RPG with you collecting...
Open air.
Yeah, with you collecting a bunch of stuff. I was reminded of the 2 open world RPGs with you collecting a bunch of stuff that I've played, Skyrim and Fallout 4. Reminded I didn't like either despite their huge popularity. Got worried, and I'm still kind of worried.
Maybe you should try a different game. Try
Far Cry 4.
Yeah,
Far Cry 3.
Far Cry?
Far Cry 3 is so good. That's the first open world game I actually beat.
Or if you want to do like hunting, try Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
Well, I've beaten open world games. Like, I beat GTA, I beat Watch Dogs. But, I don't know, there's just something about the kind of this entire world, and you're just wandering, and there's stuff to do, but you're just wandering.
It is overwhelming. That's for sure. Because I was super overwhelmed with Fallout 4. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do. You can go anywhere, and I think this Zelda game is gonna be like that. Even I think Enuma said that you can, once you get out of the... Okay, so they shut off the very beginning of the game, and you're asleep, you get waken up by that voice, you go outside, and then you see the mountains and all the beautiful scenery. And Enuma said that once you get out of that cave, you can literally go anywhere. You could go to the final boss if you want to.
That was actually a mistranslation because you can't get off the plateau without the sailcloth, and they only gave the sailcloth in the demo that early. You normally can't get it that early. So you can't leave the plateau until you get that. So presumably that's like that. 2 or 3 dungeons. But that's kind
really?
of like
I think you would. Wouldn't you get the cloth/glider earlier than that? Like, do you mean 2 or 3 main dungeons or 2 or 3 of the shrines?
I don't know. They just said dungeons at the Treehouse stream. Oh. They said you normally would get it after 2 or 3 dungeons.
What the heck? Alright, well... Maybe
So,
that's completely wrong then.
Well, I think it's kind of like a Link Between Worlds, where you did 1 dungeon, then you had all the normal dungeon, or light world dungeons open, and then once you beat those, you had all the Dark World dungeons open. I don't think it was called Dark World, but...
Right, low roll.
Yeah, low roll. Yeah, that's it. I think it's kind of like that, where you do like the first little area of Link waking up, then you have like all the plateau dungeons open, then maybe you get the sailcloth then you get the rest of the game open. But in this case, you don't have to beat the rest of the dungeons, just you could go to the final boss if you wanted.
Right, I would understand that. Because it seems like in the plateau, they sort of want to familiarize you with the mechanics of the game, and it's, compared to the rest of the world, a pretty small area, but it's a pretty big area, so it's like...
Well, even in the stream, yeah, I don't know if you... by the way, the sailcloth is now called the paraglider. So, yeah. So even in the stream, they mentioned that you can fight the guardians, right? If they see you, they attack you.
Right.
You can avoid them, and you can fight them, but you don't really want to fight them really early on because you're gonna get destroyed. So I mean, it's kind of reminds me of Xenoblade.
Yeah, how there's like giant enemies.
Yeah, remember in Xenoblade?
Oh God.
There's a level 100 enemy just walking around, and then he sees you in the attacks.
Actually, the thing with Xenoblade, you cannot run away. Like if that thing sees you, you're screwed.
Yeah, or if you attack it, you're gone.
You'll die in one hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this will be slightly different because it's not like the kind of thing that'll do like 7 hearts of damage, but it'll just attack you furiously. So similar idea, but different. So yeah, that is definitely giving off a similar vibe.
Yeah. You could change Link's clothing in this game.
Oh yes, super customizable. You can go nude. Yeah. Everyone has been freaking out, and if you go in the cold area, he'll like shiver to like take damage. So there's actually environmental effects.
Yeah.
There's temperature.
And what I like is that hearts are gone. The way you replenish health is through food.
Mm-hmm.
And rupees are gone. The way you get rupees is you sell stuff that you found.
Oh really? That's how you get them?
Yeah. Oh. You still have the wallet, but you never find rupees.
Interesting. I did not hear about that part.
Through grass or anything. So,
I mean, that makes
do you think you can still find them in treasure chests?
Probably.
Yeah.
But probably in like large amounts, like you can get 50 or 100 if you could do like a mini dungeon.
Because unless like you just get clothes and weapons and that's it, then probably there's like this demo. I think kind of overloaded how much clothing and weapons you actually get. I think those chests might more off. Like have stuff like rupees or whatever, not just every single chest you find is a weapon or a clothing item.
Yeah. And another thing that they talked about, this is all Zelda related, is amiibo.
Ooh, that's right.
An amiibo line got confirmed for this game. There's 3 amiibos. There's a archer amiibo that's Link with a bow, a rider amiibo that's Link with a Epona, and the guardian amiibo. And that guardian is, if you guys remember, is that thing that chased Link at the beginning of in the
first trailer.
First trailer, yeah.
Giant enemy crab.
Yeah, it wasn't at the beginning. It was like in the middle, but yeah.
It's the first
so 3 amiibos,
movable parts apparently.
Yeah, you can pose the legs.
Which is weird, but I think they only did that. Cool. I think they only did that because that amiibo won't fit in a box.
Oh, so true.
So they have to put the legs like at the bottom of the box.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest amiibo in terms of radius because, like, its main body's on the base, but its legs stretch so far out, and it's pretty tall as well. This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And these are all coming out next year alongside the game. And then another amiibo that got shown off was the Wolf Link amiibo from
Yes.
So once you scan it in the game in Breath of the Wild, a Wolf Link will appear and he'll be your companion.
Do you guys agree this is the best use of amiibo yet? Anyone with me?
I don't know. I didn't see what the amiibo do.
Oh my god! So this is so amazing. So in Twilight Princess, you get this amiibo, right? And you can go to the Cave of Shadows or whatever it's called, and you play this dungeon, and at the end you have a certain amount of hearts left. And so basically, when you save your data to the amiibo, and then when you scan that amiibo in Breath of the Wild, which you can do once per day, it summons this Wolf Link who will hunt alongside you, and the amount of hearts he has is based on the amount of hearts you had left at the end of the dungeon.
Oh.
Which I think that's awesome.
And if you didn't play,
he'll just have 3.
Just 3, yeah. And if once he dies, you can scan in the next day. So it's kind of like Fallout 4 with that dog.
Oh my god!
I don't think you can give him commands, but I think he'll just go after enemies if they see them.
Right, and like I assume if you target an enemy, like he'll go towards that enemy or something.
Yeah. You know? It's actually really nice. I don't know if it's the best use of amiibo. I mean, play it and actually see what else it's.
Do we know what the other 3 do?
No, we have no idea. I imagine it'll be something stupid, but who knows?
Arrow refills.
Arrows.
Yeah, exactly.
Call Epona.
Epona, yeah. Yeah, you can no longer play a song because Epona, you have to have the amiibo.
Fight a guardian whenever you want.
Yeah, actually, that would actually be interesting. But yes, I think this use is so cool, mainly just because of how like interconnected it is between the two games, right? Because like with all other games, amiibo have acted independently, and they've all been. I mean, there have been some okay uses, most of them cosmetic. The cool thing about this one is like, yeah, it provides a slight advantage, but it's definitely not pay to win. Like, you definitely don't need this to do better. It's just like a cool thing to have, and the fact that it's directly affected by how you did in Twilight Princess is just like, that's awesome to me. I don't know. And plus, Wolflink looks pretty awesome in this art style as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't even unboxed mine yet.
Yeah, I still have mine in the box. I might open it up though, just so I can do that.
Yeah.
I hope it gets just a separate release though.
It probably will.
Yeah. Hopefully, because you don't get the amiibo if you bought it digitally. So. So did you guys see the entire stream?
No.
I think so.
I told myself I would not do that.
You were trying to avoid Zelda entirely.
I was trying to avoid it altogether. I failed that miserably, but I did not watch the entire stream.
I kind of did. I mean, I had the stream open up the entire day. I kind of like took my eye off it for a while.
Right.
Because I went to do other stuff, but I kind of watched all of it. The best part about it is a scene that wasn't it's not in the demo. It was just a video that Anuma brought to show the game off a bit more. It was Link riding Epona, and it was kind of recreating that first trailer where a guardian was chasing you. And it did the exact same thing as in the trailer. Link jumped right off and then aimed his arrow at the guardian, destroyed him. That was the best part about it.
And what was so cool about that is before he did that, I think he used fire arrows.
Yeah, fire.
So
he was firing fire arrows at the guardian, just to damage it, and then he fired again, and it created like an up air because of the fire.
Right, it created like an upward draft.
Yeah. And then he jumped up Epona, used the glider, and got a boost, and then shot him with the arrow.
That was so sick. That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure the clip is in one of the videos. I think it's probably the last video that they showed off. Yeah, that was my favorite part about that entire stream, to be honest. And yeah, I'm just excited for this game now. My hype kind of died down when we didn't really see the game for
a long time.
Yeah, like 2 years maybe.
Pretty much.
And the only times we saw it was like we saw like an image or like 5 seconds of it.
Like that 5-second video clip of like Link in a grass field, which we have
and then 2016.
Yeah. And the delay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just excited for this game now. So the game will come out on Wii U and NX at the same time. That got confirmed, so it will come out on the same day for both consoles. And according to Nintendo, both of them are the same. So yeah, now it's up to you to decide which version you're gonna get.
I'm assuming by both are the same, it means there's no extra content. Like looking at them, they're the exact same game. There's no difference in that, like how they run. Like I'd imagine NX version probably looks better. Maybe.
I would just hope it has a more stable frame rate.
I think that was more a case of it being a demo, early build thing. I don't.
Hopefully.
I would hope Nintendo. Like, I don't think Nintendo
Zelda
has ever actually released a first-party game, because don't third, with a choppy frame rate.
Right, like Zelda games have had like. I mean, but there have been small frame rate drops during explosions, but there's never been like continued drops for like 5 seconds.
Oh, but that drop of frame rate is kind of part of the Zelda series now. Just adds like a dramatic thing.
No. I hope you're kidding.
No. Remember, when you beat a character, when you beat an
No,
enemy.
not like that. That's good. But I'm talking about when you're riding through a field and it's chugging along at 15 frames per second.
No, I've never experienced that in a Zelda game. Just one, but it wasn't a field. It was the Great Sea in Wind Waker HD. It was just Wind Waker HD, and it was only when you used the fast L.
But like, I don't know if I saw the same footage as you. Like, for the most part, the game looked fine in terms of frame rate, but there were definitely some moments where it was going really slow.
That was definitely happening. Even if you watch the recorded footage showing it's not just the game or stream.
Right, Arms. I do know what you mean about like when you hit an enemy, like it pauses for or whatever. Like that, I understand, and that's good. But like this was like a significant frame drop for like at least 5 seconds.
I'm pretty sure that was just it being demo.
Yeah, hopefully, because there's still like probably almost a year for the game to come out.
Even if it wasn't, then they might do like Xenoblade, where there's like a download pack that improves how the game performs.
True.
Oh God, I hope it's not 15 gigabytes.
I don't think it would be that big, but
right. They might have to do something because it's a big game.
Yeah.
For the Wii U route.
Yeah, NX probably won't. Hopefully, won't have that.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So which version are you guys gonna get? I'll come out the same day.
NX. At first, I wasn't sure, but now I know I want the NX version.
Yeah.
Probably depends when I get an NX. If I end up waiting a while, then I'll probably just get it on Wii U.
Now, I really doubt this is gonna be a launch title.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to launch a system then launch Zelda for Wii U at the same time.
I mean, but they have to So the reason you doubt it's a launch title is not because of how soon it will come out.
No, it's because let's say the NX will come out next March, right? And its launch title, the game will be available on NX. Then on the same day you'll have a Wii U game coming out, and that's the same game that you're gonna get on the NX.
Right.
Just because of that, I think this is probably like a summer game.
But Nintendo
I'll be fine
doesn't
with that.
like launching summer games.
Yeah, it has to be no later than May.
May. Like
yeah,
May.
their May game. This year they didn't have a May game.
Yeah, if it's.
But they did have.
I hope it's not at E3 next year.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what E3 2017 is gonna be?
We're gonna have one game.
Zelda NX.
Yeah.
We're not they're probably for Wii U, just the NX.
I can almost guarantee they're gonna show off a lot more of the game at the NX event later this year.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna switch the focus to the NX version as soon as the NX gets announced. So.
I just hope the game comes out. I'm serious. I just hope the game comes out before E3 next year.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't come out holiday 2017. That would be a monstrous. Waiting another year and a half, I don't think I'd make it.
Yeah. Hey, maybe if they delay it again for holiday, maybe they'll release Skyward Sword HD.
No.
The next launch title right there.
Hey guys, every 3D Zelda is now available on Wii U.
No, NX, just for the sound.
Sorry, Wii U and 3D. Oh.
Yeah.
Both. Just okay.
Yeah, so anything more to add about Zelda?
Yeah, so Aonuma made a few comments in interviews. I'll just start with one about the gamepad because I don't have as much to say on it. So I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like when they were trying to figure out what the gamepad would do, they didn't want it to be too intrusive, because if you're driving a car and you're looking down at your GPS on your lap constantly, you're gonna get in a crash. So I think Miyamoto cried when he heard that.
Yeah.
With Star Fox. But his other was one of them was GameSpot, I can't remember the other one, but multiple outlets asked them about Link being a girl. One of them, he said, Link can't be a girl because the Triforce is Link, Ganondorf, and Zelda, so it's balanced man-man-woman. And to the other, he said, why would, or why, it was something like, why would Link be a girl? When I thought of that, I would just put Zelda in, but if Zelda was the player, then what would Link do or something? So, I mean, personally, with Link being a girl, I'm of the mindset I don't care either way, because it's Nintendo's game. They can do with what they want with it. It's their story. They're completely in control. Whatever. I'd be fine if there was a girl. I'm fine if there's not a girl. But I think those are the stupidest reasons.
Yeah.
Like, just say we didn't want to make Link female. Rockstar said that for GTA 5. We didn't want any female players.
Right. Yeah. Connor sent a video earlier of Jim Sterling, Jimquisition, and I watched the very same video. And yeah, some of the points Jim made are 100% true. Like, just be honest.
Yeah, I'll probably leave a link to that. No, I'll definitely leave a link to that so you can watch it. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Link, it's not like Mario. Mario is always a guy.
Yeah, it's always Mario.
Link,
he's the same guy.
Yeah, Link acts. You're playing as Link.
Link always looks and acts different.
Yeah, there's always different Links, and every time all Links are reincarnations of the first one. He is born as a new Link, and maybe, hopefully in the future, definitely not in this game, Link will be reborn as a girl.
Technically, some people have been speculating that this is a sequel and that this Link has already been in a game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, no?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean.
Yeah, but just...
Because Link is never the same person.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely been sequels like Majora's Mask. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
I think Link's Awakening was the first game's Link. And Zelda 2 is also the first game's Link.
Right. Yeah. But if you look at Mario, like, he's always Mario. Like, it's not like son of Mario.
Well, baby Mario.
Yeah.
Actually, is that son of Mario or is that literally baby Mario?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's kind of confusing.
I think that is to be the next that is to be the name of the next Mario game, Son of Mario. We have Data Boar and now we have Son of Mario.
I hope that game explains the Mario timeline.
Yeah.
Explains.
It's me, your father.
I hope Miyamoto is writing the Zelda timeline as he goes.
Oh god.
Where does this game fall into place? Where does Yoshi's Island fall into place? Because all the babies appear. What?
Yeah. Is Baby Mario Mario?
Yeah. Oh.
I think he is, at least in the first one. I'm pretty sure the first one's a prequel, even though it's called Mario World 2. I think it's a prequel.
And how can Baby Mario and Mario be at the same place? Racing.
True.
Mario.
Yeah. Exactly.
How?
That should create like a black hole or something.
Maybe it's not the same Mario.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the question. We don't know. Miyamoto, please explain this in Son of Mario.
And how many Marios are? There's a Shadow Mario.
Yeah, look at that Mario 128 demo. There's so many of them running around. Are they all the same?
All from different universes.
We don't know. There's so many questions. I feel like that's a good way to end our Zelda discussion.
Yep. So we Noah and I made a video about Zelda, so if you guys want to check that out.
Dang.
Yeah. There's actually footage of the trailer and footage of the game in that video, so yeah, you can just check that out, please. And yeah, I guess that concludes our E3 episode. We'll definitely talk about Zelda later on because we're gonna
it's Zelda.
Getting information. Yeah,
nah, Nintendo's just gonna never talk about it again. It's just gonna be like, hey guys, Zelda releases today.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you go in the eShop right now, you can download Zelda. It will be in stores whenever the shipments arrive.
Yeah, so just keep an eye on our Zelda content because I want to do an episode where we try to fit this game in the Zelda timeline.
Oh God. Okay.
Of course, we'll do that when we have more stuff to
Wind
talk
Waker
about.
sequel.
Because we don't know anything about the story yet,
Wind
except
Waker
for there's like
branch.
some wacky Ganon.
Wind Waker branch.
Oh yeah, I believe it because there's that Makar thing.
Yeah, but didn't you see the statue of Hylia?
I did not, but Makar hype.
So there's I think right after you get out of the cave, you find the Temple of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a statue of Hylia is there. And it's the exact Hylia statue from Skyward Sword.
Huh, interesting.
Well,
So they're using a lot more. They're trying to connect this whole entire universe for
Right.
once. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for once.
Yeah. So I want to do one. I want to do an episode like that soon.
Cool.
Yep. So anything to plug, guys?
yeah, the poll. Why are you skipping it?
Oh yeah.
But,
Yes.
So last
What's up?
week on Tuesday, we asked, now that we've seen footage for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, how excited are you? 66% said through the roof, 16% say they're pretty excited, 8% say they have average excitement, and 10% aren't excited at all. That was from 73 votes. This week, the poll question is, which of the newly announced games are you excited most for? Ever Oasis, definitely Mario Party Star Rush, Just Dance 2017, or Box Box Boy. So,
The most exciting lineup this week.
yeah, leave your votes. This will be up normal time because I'm pretty sure next week we're recording Unleashed normal time. But
Yep.
So yeah, this will go up
Friday.
Wednesday. Run 2 days. I didn't know when we were recording Unleashed, so the last one only ran 1 day. Sorry memes. But yeah. And also, go watch Kudo's E3 live impressions video. The E3 live, not live impressions of E3.
Alright.
E3 Live was a separate thing.
Yeah,
At E3
that went
for
up
the
like
public.
just before we started recording, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Also watch mine and Arm's discussion on Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Noah and Arm's discussion on Zelda Breath of the Wild, as well as the Jimquisition on Link being a girl.
And I have two Pokemon videos. I have one by myself,
right.
and then you and I talking about the Koro
Right.
thing.
Go watch those as well.
And then if you want to watch videos before we even saw footage of Breath of the Wild, Noah and Tyler made 2 discussion videos on a picture.
Oh yeah.
Watch those.
And if you want to watch an anime after you watch all that, go watch High School Fleet episode 10.
Sure.
Apparently Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the biggest game Nintendo's ever made.
Yep.
According to Go Nintendo right now.
I believe them.
Really?
I believe
Xenoblade
them.
X? That was pretty big.
I mean,
Yeah.
Monolith though.
Yeah.
Aren't they owned by Nintendo now?
This is Nintendo. Yeah, but it's Monolith. Monolith has experience with this.
Yeah, I guess.
Nintendo, that Zelda devs don't really have experience of making this large world. So, yeah. So if you guys want to support us on Patreon, we have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/BlazeCake. If you pledge $1 a month, you get early access to this podcast and to the PlayStation Point, and you also get access to the BlazeCake podcast, which is a Patreon exclusive podcast, so only available to patrons, and it's only $1 a month.
Woo.
Yeah. There's how many? I think there's already 3 episodes for the BlazeCake podcast on there. So, yeah, and we will never release those to the public, just patrons.
I think originally
Maybe
we were gonna release clips from it, but we got too
Never-
busy to
never-
do that.
Yeah, let's just leave them as a Patreon thing for now.
Leeds is a nice promotion if you just give like a
Yeah.
2-minute clip. You could just do that, randomly cut 2 minutes out of each episode and upload that public so you just get mid-conversation.
Yeah, I guess we could try to do that, but for the moment, it's just Patreon exclusive. If maybe the Basic Podcast will come back as a podcast for the public in the future, but if we do that, you still get your monthly Patreon exclusive episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, follow us on Twitter. I'm at ArmsMagazine. Noah is at Dashi007. Conor is at 331. Blazekick is at BlazekickTweet. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, then you can check out all of our videos. Then subscribe and rate us on iTunes. Then just subscribe on Google Play Music because you can't rate there. But you can share. Definitely share. Share with your friends. Share with your family. Again, share Amitomo or Miiverse if you want. Or just go on a PlayStation forum and share the podcast.
Or go on a newly announced Xbox community.
Oh yeah. Hey, you could go on a PlayStation community too.
Yeah, just share Unleashed on those communities. They'll love you.
Yeah. If you create a Nintendo Unleashed community on Xbox or PS4, let me know. I'll join.
I'll join on PS4. I can't join on Xbox.
Visit blazekick.com if you missed news about the press conferences. We have all of it on there.
Did we upload it? Are we gonna upload the live shows?
Oh yeah, those are going up right now.
Cool.
Right now, as we speak.
Yeah, there's the first one is going up now. It's 94% processing.
Ooh, fancy.
And it's day one EA, so yeah, all of them are gonna go there. Yeah, cool. I think I was there. I think. Mm-hmm. I don't remember. It's all blurred now.
I was at Ubisoft. That's it.
Yeah, E3 was
my favorite company.
E3 was okay. So before
it kept us busy.
Yeah. Before we go, what do you think about this year's E3?
I thought it was fine. It was my first. It was my first year covering it as an active writer. Like last year, I didn't do as much coverage, even though I was obviously part of BlazeKick. I didn't really write much about it or do a live stream.
Weren't you at Italy last year?
Oh yeah, I was in Italy, so I kind of couldn't. So this year, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it a lot from a different perspective. It made me appreciate a lot of the stuff more, I think, than I would have without writing about it. Like the other conferences, I usually watch anyway, but like this, it kind of forced me to watch them, so it forced me to enjoy some of the other games as well. So I liked it.
Yeah, Conor.
Yeah, this is probably the first year that I didn't watch conferences I was available for. I could have watched Microsoft, at least the back half, but didn't. So it's kind of weird for me, but I don't know. I just felt the hype wasn't as big for me and just couldn't keep me, especially that weird voice exclusively on Xbox One and Windows 10. That voice just constantly was getting really annoying. So, I don't know. It was fun. I've covered it every year BlazeKick's been around so far. And probably we'll cover it next year if E3's still a thing next year, apparently. But, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I liked it. I think this is my... Oh, how many years have we been doing this?
2, 3.
Yeah.
Third.
I don't think we covered it on...
I think.
Yeah.
Because we
did it on
Splatoon
Flood.
E3 reveal.
Were you on Flood when we... For that E3?
No, I was hired right after E3.
Oh, yeah, I think it was only 3 of us trying to cover it.
Yeah, you hired Tyler specifically for E3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I've been doing this since Flood. So, a while back.
Flood hype.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite E3 from all of them, though.
Nice.
Because we did more stuff. I like.
Yeah, the live shows were fun.
Yeah, I liked having like short videos
Mhm.
to go along with
We tried doing that
our
last
other
year.
content, but it didn't really work out.
Yeah, because those are like full conference recaps, but we were trying to make them short, and then they went on too long. Then we
It was
just gave
basically a
up.
podcast. It was basically a podcast. Last time it was basically a podcast. We did that this time, but it was part of the live show.
Yeah.
So overall, I liked it. I like this E3. I always like E3. It's just trying to cover everything in our homes.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to keep up with everything. But overall, it was a good year. Hopefully next year, we can do something different. Hint, hint. E3 2017.
And before
Spoiler.
E3 doesn't exist next year.
Oh, I'll cry.
We happen to just get big enough, and then the day after we would have like reached whatever the requirements are, it's just like, we're not doing E3 this year. It's digital only event this year. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah. So E3 was good. Then I want to ask our listeners this: what do you guys thought about E3 and Zelda? Let us know in the comments. And with that, thank you for watching or listening to Nintendo Unleashed episode 71. We'll be back next week for episode 72 and more Nintendo stuff. Bye bye.